Hey girl, hey, and welcome to part number 1 of this ultimate prep with me for Christmas series. So I'm at least gonna do 2 parts of this because I have so much to do. It's gonna be too much for one video, but we're going to be doing lots of cleaning motivation. We're gonna be wrapping presents, prepping, we're gonna be getting ready to bake, we're gonna be placing grocery orders, we're gonna be doing all the things to get ready for Christmas. So if you are excited and a little anxious about getting it all done before Christmas gets here, click the thumbs up button and let's jump into all the things so we can be there. Hey guys, it's another day, another session of prepping for Christmas. So today I'm gonna start working on my grocery order. It's December 11th, so I'm super early, but anything that I can buy that I don't have to wait till the last minute to get, and I don't need like fresh anything, usually like eggs, milk, things like that, I'll have to restock before the holiday because it's a little bit of time between now and then. But as far as buying batteries and like making sure we're stocked up on toilet paper and paper towels for when guests come, and anything that is non-perishable that I can go ahead and get, I'm gonna get it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all of that grocery order together, start planning out my meals, and then also make my grocery list for my last minute things so I'm not forgetting and running to Walmart 27 times in the middle of baking because I forgot something. So I'm gonna work on that and then we'll see what else we can check off. Okay, you may be tired of me talking about lists, but when it comes to lists, I'm also making a list of things that I want to accomplish before the holidays. So all the things that I want to clean out, like I want to clean my refrigerator out, I want to clean off my stove, I want to mop my floors in the kitchen, the dining room, the living room. And I know those are things that you're like, that's kind of simple stuff, but if I don't write it down, sometimes it's like you don't think of it or you forget about it and then you come back to it and then you're frantically doing it last minute. And so that is the thing I'm trying to avoid, is all of that frantic last minute stuff, because the holidays are enough stress as it is and I want to glide through it and be able to enjoy it as much as possible. So we're gonna be doing that. I've got like cleaning the windows, I want to shampoo my living room rug, I need to wash the couch, I want to clean out my pantry and make sure it's all like stocked and ready to go. I want to organize my baking cabinet because it's kind of a little bit of a hot mess. I want to make sure everything is restocked in there. So all of my sugars, my flours, baking goodies that I might need for baking over the next week or so, I will have that and it's ready to go. So I want to do that. I want to make sure my cocoa bar is fully stocked for hosting family. So lots of things going on, but that's just a few things on my list. I've got to keep going. But yeah, if you have any good ideas of like, oh, I always do this before company comes over or I host people, I would love to know that. Or like, what's one thing that you always like love to prep before the holidays? I'm so curious. I think it's great, and others can read the comments and learn from each other. So go ahead, leave me a comment, and let's get to work.
We're ready for Christmas. Can we do head back home? When the sleigh blows cold, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Where your slow fire glows. I think I hear them call. So baby, let it snow. Deck the house. That's when the snow starts falling. I pick all the presents up for you. Decorate the fireplace for two. I keep waiting all night, all night. Wish upon a starlight, starlight.
Another thing is, if you need another thing on your list, and I hate saying it that way, but another thing that you might want to check in your kitchen is your spice drawer. So make sure that you have enough of whatever seasonings you use during the holidays or you think you might be using, go ahead and get those restocked. That way your kitchen is full, because if you have family over and they're like gonna help cook and they're like, oh, do you have any more of this seasoning? And you don't want to be like running out, or at least I don't. I'm like, I want to be stocked and we want to be good to go. I don't want to be like low on things. So I'm trying my hardest to get everything as stocked and good as possible, especially basics like this. You're going to use these for months and months on end of cooking and doing. So go ahead, check those spices and add that to your grocery order.
Why you so fire close? I think I hear the call. So baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Can we do head back home? When the neighbors call, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow.
Now I am on to my baking cabinet. So this has my flour, sugar, baking mixes, pre-made like box mixes that I can whip things up with. While we're working on that though, I did want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new. If you just clicked on this video, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for today. I know the holidays are very busy and so time is limited, and so I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me, clean with me, relax, however you are watching this video. But my name is Ashley, and on this channel throughout the entire year I share tons of cleaning motivation, organization, decluttering, and all of the mom life in between. I have a mom of 2 little girls, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and so lots of mom life in here as well. But I hope you will consider subscribing, joining my little slice of the internet. Let's be virtual cleaning besties on another day, and I would love to have you. And then for those of you that you watch regularly, hey girl, hey, welcome back. I am so glad that you are here. I really appreciate you taking the time every week to come and clean with me and hang out with me and just have some relaxing mom time. So girl, I am so glad you are here, and I'm so thankful for you.
Christmas is coming, yeah. Start sending your letters off to Santa. Christmas is coming, yeah. Better be nice if you want your present. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too.
Our blender was getting more and more unreliable, so I picked up that new one, which is what I just showed there in the video. And now we're on to refilling my salt and pepper grinders, things like that. So lots of restocking and prepping going on today.
Christmas is coming, yeah. Spotting some sleigh rides and some jingle bells. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too.
All right, the $1 million question is, Christmas is less than 2 weeks away. How are we feeling? Are you feeling ready? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling stressed and anxious about it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Weigh in. For me personally, I'm feeling a little anxious, but mostly excited. I've been trying to pace myself this year and get as much done as early as possible. And so I think I have 80% of my shopping done. I still have to wrap everything because, as I mentioned earlier, I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, so I'm a little nervous to wrap their presents and put them under the tree because they're in this phase of wanting to tear open things and rip pages and things. So we're going through a phase, you guys, but I am really excited to wrap them and put them under the tree. So a little closer to Christmas, I will be doing that. But now we are moving on to the pantry and trying to get that all organized, double checking everything before I place my grocery order. I've got it. I'll have to pick it up this evening, the night I'm filming this video. So lots to do, and I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. With the holidays coming and family coming over means there's going to be that one person that always shows up and they're like, hey, can I put this in your fridge? And you immediately cringe because you're like, oh my God, I did not clean out the refrigerator. So I am like getting ahead of the game. We're cleaning out the fridge, grabbing my Dawn power wash that the camera just refuses to focus on for whatever reason. But we are jumping in and going to get that all cleaned up. That way when someone comes over and they're like, hey, can I put something in your refrigerator? I'm like, you absolutely can. It is cleaned out. It doesn't have a 2-month-old crusted whatever on the shelves, and it looks presentable. It smells presentable. So this is just sharing what I'm working on with you guys. So you might want to add that to your to-do list. If that is a horror situation for you and you're like, oh my gosh, that's embarrassing, then you can go ahead and clean out your fridge and we'll save each other from embarrassment. So I got you, girl.
We started something, this thing that we got grew stronger. Each day we're together on the way, oh, we're falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's through this part of the year, we have something in store for us. We're falling in love.
One thing that you can work on over the next couple of weeks leading up to the holiday is trying to eat what you have in your fridge and your freezer. So that's what I've been doing for the last few weeks, and that's why it doesn't look like my fridge is just overloaded with things, is because I've been like, okay, what ingredients can I use? Like, we've been eating some random meals, you guys. Like, it is not the fanciest thing, but we are using up what we have, so it's been able to save some money on our grocery bill. And also it's a great way to clean out your refrigerator, clean out your freezer, and also clean out your pantry. So if you're wanting to kind of eliminate some of the surplus that you have, shop your pantry and just force yourself to make meals out of what you already have on hand.
We're falling in love. We're falling in love. No, it's the time of the year when something's in store for us. 'Cause we're falling in love. That's right.
Random fact that you didn't need to know about my refrigerator, and also random question. So the random fact is I have 5 jars of pickles in my refrigerator, you guys. Why we own 5 jars of pickles, I really couldn't tell you, but I think I'm going to have to schedule a meal where we just eat pickles to eliminate so many of these things. I'm kidding. We're not just eating pickles for dinner, but really, like, who needs that many? And then also relish. There's one person in our house that eats relish, and we have like 3 bottles. I have no idea why. Like, I'm going to make that person live on like hot dogs. So I'm kidding. Seriously, I'm kidding. But with all of that, I'm like, what in the world? Why do we have so much? So the random question is, what do you have in your refrigerator that it's like, why do we have so many of these? Because we go through it so slowly, or we don't eat all of them, or it takes a while, or sometimes you eat it so slowly it expires before you're done with it. Like, I'm curious, what's in your refrigerator that you're like, oh my God, why do we have this?
Very Merry Christmas we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas without all tears. Every night, every day is a happy holiday. A very Merry Christmas to you.
this is one of those projects that I have been wanting to do, that it's been sitting here driving me crazy, and that is my windows for our banquette here. So right behind those, my toddlers love to sit on this banquette, and then they want to touch the windows with their dirty fingers. So naturally, it ends up being very dirty, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want that clean. Like, I just want to look at that and it be clean. And then same thing with my back door. So you can see, like, it is nasty. So let's get those clean.
A very Merry Christmas, oh, let me hear. Yes, very Merry Christmas without old tears. Every night, every day is a happy holiday. A very Merry Christmas to you. Oh, very Merry Christmas. All we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas. I keep showing me every light, every soul from every friend that comes along.
Is the season for lots and lots of boxes. At least if you're doing your Christmas shopping online like I am. I don't think I've bought hardly anything in store. A lot of it has come from Amazon. It has been the easy way to get in Christmas presents and not have to just go store to store looking for things. It is so much easier. And then I'm helping like my grandmother. She is like getting Christmas presents for my kids and some of my cousins' little kids. And so all the great grandbabies' presents are coming. So I have all of my wrapping and a little bit of hers to do that I'm helping out with. So I am like full on elf mode over here. So trying to get it all done. But I am so thankful that places like Amazon, like, I'm glad that they're out there because it makes doing all of this so much easier, because going to the stores and doing all that is just so busy. And I am very grateful for this new modern way of shopping.
Here comes the jolly season again with the sleigh bells and choirs singing. But I hear no church bells ringing out for me. This year I've been nothing but good, Santa Claus. I hope you're the same. And put some big fat golden stars in your book for me. Tell me, Santa, it's Christmas all about love. In that case, can I have the one that I've been dreaming of? Tell me, Santa, it's Christmas about love. It's the only thing on my wish list that someone special to kiss.
Okay, so I am out of my holiday DIY disinfecting spray. I made this back when I was first decorating the house for Christmas, and I have loved it. So I'm going to make it again. I've been really enjoying doing these like DIY cleaners, and so I think that's really fun. But I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up. I will have the recipe in the description box below, so if you're interested in making this, it smells so good. And I love that you can customize it, because I'm using what essential oil I love, because all it has is water, vinegar, and vodka in it, like just cheap cleaning vodka. You could do that, or rubbing alcohol, whichever you prefer. The vodka, it was like cheaper at the point that I bought that. But I am using this essential oil from Magic Candle Co. If it will focus. There we go. But I am using the Grand Floridian at Christmas this time. I have a few of their Christmas scents and I love them so much. So I love that I can make it smell however I want to. So it's not just buying something off the shelf that smells a certain way and that's the only way you can get it. I love being able to customize it and make it smell like my own. So that is what I am doing now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this together, mix it up. And again, that recipe for this will be in the description box if you're wanting to try it out too. Okay, so I've got to get the girls up from quiet time and nap time. Lucy actually fell asleep today. Like she hasn't napped in months, like months, you guys. Unless she was like sick or something, it just doesn't happen. But I need to plug my phone in because it's at like 5% battery, but I need to order our batteries. So I think I talked about this earlier in the video, but I need to do it. Like I added everything to my Sam's Club cart and then I just forgot to check out. So that's where I am ordering ours, is you can like easily get them shipped. And I'm like, I don't even want to have to run to Sam's Club because for us, it's like 45 minutes away and I don't want to take the time to drive there, and it's like 45 minutes there and back, and I don't have time for all that. So I'm just gonna place the order. They have like 2 or 3 day shipping. It's like super fast. So just a reminder, wherever you get your batteries, don't forget those. So this is your reminder, place that order like now. Go ahead, pause the video, go ahead, place that, and then come right back and we'll get back to work.
We're Santa's little helpers, we make the wheels go round. Day and night, night and day, here in Christmas Town. We're Santa's little helpers, and it's us you wanna know. If you want a date under the mistletoe. We're Santa's little helpers, and we make all the toys. The trinkets for the girls and the trucks for the boys.
Now we're on to restocking the cocoa bar, making sure all my cups, setting those out. I got some like disposable little Christmas cups for taking hot chocolates and coffees to go, and so I got those and getting them all set out, restocking any like little hot chocolate packets and things, because Lord knows we're gonna need some energy these next 2 weeks to make all of this stuff happen. So make sure all of that is stocked. You've got your coffee. This is not the time of year to run out.
Some might call us elves, but Santa's little helpers is what we call ourselves. We're Santa's little helpers, and if you want to know, there's nowhere else on earth that we would rather go. Santa's little helpers, Santa's little helpers. We're Santa's little helpers, and it's us you want to know. If you want a date under the mistletoe. If you want to kiss under the mistletoe, 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 mistletoe.
15 minutes until I needed to go and pick up my grocery order, so I set myself a timer and started working on this floor. Spoiler alert, I didn't get it all done, but I made a really, really nice dent. So I'm like, you know what? This has been driving me crazy, so I'm at least going to spend 15 minutes on this stuff. We had been on a vacation, then we came home and we were sick, and then we got better, and everything else of work was taking the place of cleaning up this mess. Then we had a wedding to go to, and so we've just been very, very busy. So needless to say, this little like section of the floor was just kind of the dumping ground and hadn't got cleaned up. So now we are tackling a little bit of it as we can.
Thank you. Okay, groceries have been picked up. They're loaded in the back of the car, so I have a lot to unload and put away. So let's go home. I've still got to make dinner. We're making tacos for dinner, so I'm gonna go home, do that, and then me and you are gonna get back to work and put away all of these groceries and restock some stuff. And that may be it for today. We'll see. Because I'm trying to not be unrealistic with how much I can get done today. But I want to get all the things done today. So if you have a lot to do, I'm sure you can very easily relate. Groceries are inside now. Now to start unbagging and putting everything away.
And I just have to take a second to point out my cute little helper who just dove in. I didn't ask her to come in and start unbagging the groceries, but she just started grabbing things and saying, here you go, and taking everything out of the bag because she saw me doing it. I love this 2-year-old phase. Like, it has its tough parts, but man, these moments like this where she just wants to be my little helper is the sweetest part of her being 2 years old.
Everything?
That's something sweet.
Awesome. Thank you. High five. We did it. Quick grocery haul. We have chili beans, loaf bread, eggs. We have some little M&Ms for baking because I'm going to be making some cookies. We have taco seasoning, distilled water for our ice maker and like diffusers and things. We have some broccoli, celery, biscuits for Christmas morning breakfast, and I'm not about making homemade. It's just not in my skill set, so we're doing frozen. What are you giggling about?
He says, this is not what we're doing. Those are good though.
I do not own a good recipe for biscuits, so here we are. Potatoes, some more milk, some gourmet nacho cheese, and not because we're making nachos, this goes in a cheesy hash brown casserole that I make for different things. Oh, it's so good. Yes, it is delicious. Some great value version of Rotel. Have some heavy whipping cream for making delicious mashed potatoes, chocolate milk, turkey bacon, whole milk mozzarella, which is what I prefer to put in my lasagna, which is what we're doing for Christmas Day dinner. We always do lasagna. We have our salt refill for our grinder, macaroni noodles, oats for making cookies and oatmeal, cottage cheese, ricotta cheese, Parmesan Romano, tomato and basil, little spaghetti sauces, the Crusties light and crispy. That is the only way to go, in my personal opinion. Got some refills for those, so we are ready for waffle days, shredded potatoes for those hash browns, bananas, spaghetti. Got some chewable kids pain and fever. I like to keep this in the diaper bag and it's just easier, less messy than a liquid. You don't have to have a syringe. So if your kid is 2 and up, these are awesome. I really like them. And they seem to work really well for the girls as well. And then also have some cocoa powder, white baking chips, snacking carrots, ranch seasoning for making recipes, au jus gravy mix. We have this is what they substituted. This is the smallest thing of strawberries I think I've ever seen. That's what they had. Got some more oregano leaves, cayenne pepper, thyme leaves, basil leaves. We're apparently buying a lot of leaves. Ground cumin and onion powder. So restocking all of those in the seasoning drawer. Avocado oil. Got some blueberries, cannelli, white kidney beans, petite diced tomatoes, tomato sauce for that lasagna. Dark red kidney beans, Italian style petite diced tomatoes, some grass-fed hamburger beef, hamburger meat, and then more orange juice. Got these to go in the cheesy hash browns, so got some mozzarella and some mild cheddar, and then lots of Kerrygold butter because lots of baking and cooking will be happening. Got some onions, and then got Dean a couple of shirts as well. Yes, you got shirts. Nice. So, okay, now I've got to get all of this stuff put up and still make tacos. Almost any time that my husband helps out in a video,
I get questions of how do you get your husband to help? What do you do? Like, how do you make him help you? And I don't make him do anything. Like, even with this, I didn't ask him. He came back into the kitchen, was like, hey, what can I help you put away? What's going to help you the most? And just jumped in, and I was like, okay, well, if you want to start, you can start doing this and boxing it up. And he just jumped into helping. And the big thing, honestly, like, our relationship wasn't like that. I would do a lot of this stuff and he would like play with the kids or just kind of hang out and play on his phone or do different things when he would get home from work. But the thing that really like revolutionized our marriage, I don't know, 6 months to a year ago, and it clicked and it just changed, was, I wish I could say it was something fancier than this, but I sent him this reel that I saw on Instagram. And I know that like sounds so crazy to say, like, you sent him a reel and that revolutionized your marriage. But the gist of the reel was that if you were single, if you were a solo dad, if you were like widowed or divorced, if you were living alone with your kids or just living alone by yourself, you would have to do your own dishes. You would have to clean your house. You would have to cook your house. So when you come home, don't just sit back like it's just your wife's job because she stays home. And I'm butchering it, but that was basically the gist of the reel, was talking about how if you lived alone, you would do these things. If you were a bachelor, you would have to do these things or hire them done. And so that for whatever reason, that really clicked. And he's like, oh my gosh, he's like, I've just been acting like it was your job. And I mean, it didn't really bother me. Like, I've just like enjoyed that. And that was part of my homemaking and what I contributed to the house. But it's also nice when someone does jump in and they do help and you really appreciate that. So I am no marriage counselor. I'm not a marriage expert, but that really changed the game for us. And so I wanted to share that. And maybe that's something you talk about, is like, hey, and you can point it out that way, because it makes, at least for us, it made a lot of sense. Is if you were living alone, you would have to do this. And even me as a wife, if he weren't here and I was a solo mom all the time, then I would have to do this alone. Or if I was a military spouse and my husband was gone for months or even years at a time, or traveled a lot for work, whatever that looks like. Everybody's relationship and job situation is so different, but a lot of that stuff you would have to do alone. So, I mean, you just kind of have to work on everybody kind of pitching in and taking care of the home together. It doesn't need to come down to just one person. So I hope that makes sense, and maybe it will help you guys as much as it did our relationship and our marriage. But I really hope it does, because it has made things so different for us, and I really hope it helps you guys too. Now I'm just on to doing a little fruit and veggie prep here, getting those all washed up because my kids love eating these fruits and are really on a big carrot kick. So I just grabbed some little sandwich bags and I made little individual ones. Dean and I are actually going to be out of town, and so my mom will be watching the girls, and I wanted to have some little snacks and things prepped and ready for this weekend. That way that she can easily like grab things, or even Lucy's gotten to where she can go to the fridge and grab one of these little snack bags and she's good to go. So just trying to do as much as I can to prep for a little bit of everything so far. right, you guys, that is going to do it for today's video, at least for part 1. I will definitely be doing a part 2 of prepping because I have a lot more cleaning and things to do before the holidays get here, before Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to click the thumbs up button down below, the red subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. And if you are needing more Christmas cleaning motivation right now, I will pop it up here on the screen. I have a extreme my house is trashed Christmas clean with me, so I will have that up on the screen. If you want to click on that, come over and we can keep working and get a lot more knocked off of your to-do list. But thank you so much for watching and Merry Christmas.
Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in